Please confirm that you can hear me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So sorry, the first link I sent, what I did just now is unfair. The first link I sent, many would have joined that class only for me to mistakenly log myself out. And before I attempted to log in again, there were over 100 already on the call. So there was no way I was able to join. I hope those who attempted to log into the class early but did not but are not able now to join this call will find a place in their heart to forgive me. Yeah. Okay. The so we need three people to volunteer as co-host. So if you are interested, please just raise your hand now. Please, before you raise your hand, be sure that you are willing to stay till the end of the class. So we need three people who would serve as co-host for this call. So we have Dolapo, Juliet, Isaiah, and Johnson. Dolapo, Juliet, Isaiah, and Johnson. So the four people I called, please ensure that your hand is still raised, so I can make you the co-host for this class. While those who are following us on YouTube should also uh, should please ensure that they follow to the end. All right, so please stay on. I just want to make you co-host. So we have the Lapo. Mm, Is there anything? Ah, I use this feature now as Google Meet to remove this feature of making somebody a host for the meeting. Sorry, I don't know. I'm going to be able to organize the class here. Oh. Ah, I think this feature has been removed. I'm not able to trace it. Okay, no problem. Not a problem. I think we'll be able to manage our class. Only that, unfortunately, we may not be able to talk as much, which is fair enough. And if you have any question, like I said during the course of the class, I have to do that intermittently now. Uh, I will give 15 minutes. You don't need to tell them to off their camera. I've already made it in such a way that everybody's camera is off automatically. So nobody's speaking, nobody's camera is off. Actually, I don't like doing this. Actually, I don't like it, but it is what it is. I have to do it. All right. So let's get into it. Basis period. What is basis period? That's the first thing we need to explain to ourselves what basis period is. Okay. So basis period, as the name implies, forms the basis for determining the tax liability. The tax liability is expected to be hinged on a period, right? So in reality, we expect any moment from now you see my screen. It's on YouTube already. So just after the class, just go on that YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you have access to recording. It's going to be eating up space recording. It's already live on YouTube. Once the class is ended, go on YouTube, just check the recording, it records automatically. Does that work for everybody? Yeah. All right. So there's this period. Just tell me when you can see my screen. It should come up any moment from now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God. I need to find a way around this feature that I've not. God, I beg. Please confirm that you can still hear me, please. Am I alone? Hello? Please, if you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. Let me be sure. It is appearing as though I'm speaking to myself. Hello? God, I beg. Please, can you hear me? God, I beg. Hello, can you hear me now? Okay, better. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I hope somebody volunteered really, or it was just network that logged me out, logged the person out too. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's start. Okay. Let me know when you can see my screen. Sorry for that. Can you see my screen? All right. So basis period, like I said, right, is the basis for determining tax liability is just a period of time, a duration that forms the foundation for computing your tax liability. That is what basis period is. It is the foundation for determining the tax liability, right? So, for instance, if you are paying your tax is supposed to fall due at a particular period of time, right? So that period, right, is referred to as basis period. So we can say this is the period that forms the basis for determining the tax liability. That is the period of time that the tax base as income or assets is for in order to determine the tax liabilities. All right, that said now. That said, right, we then need to move on to look at types of basis period. We have one, the normal basis period. That's one. Can you still hear me? Right. One is the normal basis period. Right. What is the normal basis period? This is a basis period that covers for a 12 months. Right. So it is not less than a calendar year. So it's not more or less. Why the abnormal basis period? The second one is the abnormal basis period. And we said this is a basis period that is less than a 12-month period. It's a basis period that is less than a 12-month period. Right. Now, if that's the case, I would imagine that God created just 12 months, or Gregorian calendar follows 12 months, right? So there are some events or circumstances that will give rise to an abnormal basis period, because it is, like name implies, it is abnormal. So what are the events or circumstances, right, that will make us feel or determine whether it is an abnormal basis period? So events that gives rise to an abnormal basis period. So that's the next thing we want to check out. Events that give rise to an abnormal. That's what are the circumstances? What are the events? What are the issues that will make us have an abnormal basis period? The first one is when a business just commence operation. And then we call that commencement of business. When a business just starts operation, right? When a business is just starting operation. So a business is said to commence operations when it has begun trading and all technical and administrative activities regarding the business are started. That's it. The business is said to commence operation when it has begun trading and all technical and administrative activities regarding the business has started. So we say that is commencement, right? So remember or note here that I didn't say the date of incorporation of a business. So it means that the date of incorporation of a business is different from the day of commencement of a business. Don't forget that, right? Although for a level, we don't expect the examiner to be asking definition of terms, but at least it is good that you understand those things so that when we are able to, when we are putting figures together in the next couple of minutes, we're able to take advantage of that. I think it's important for me to speak to the Tax Reform Act, right? The application date is uh, July 1st, 2026. And in my own opinion, I think it is not reasonable enough for the examiner to test a law before its application date, right? So it means that largely you will not have that applicable for you this diet, right? That's what that means. That's the implication of that. However, if there's need for us to discuss one or two things from that, just to tell you the changes that it has made for application purposes, I'll bring those items to the class. I will discuss them in full, right? So let's come back to our discussion point here. We were saying that commencement is when all activity trading has begun and all technical and administrative activities regarding the business are started. So now don't forget that for a level, we don't expect the examiner to test you what's commencement, explain normal basis period. No, you can't have that, right? But what is our major issue here is how to determine the basis period in this instance. How to determine the basis period. How to determine the basis period in this instance, right? So how do we determine the basis period, right? So the first one I want to tell or I want to discuss is following the Finance Act 2019, right? So year one, the law affects only 3 years. So the first year you have year one, that's the first year. from the date of commencement to the first accounting year end. Then you have year 2 is a day after the previous accounting year end to the next accounting year end. And then year 3 is a day after the previous accounting. That's the second accounting year. Now, when I say previous, I mean the one just right before accounting year end to the next accounting year end. Right? Please note this. There should be no gap or overlapping in the basis period. That's one thing you want to note. 2, another thing for you to notice, the basis period must not be more than a 12 months period. Second thing you want to note, it must not be more than a 12 months period. Are we clear to this extent? Do you understand the law that I just cited now to this extent? If you understand it, or at least you have an idea of it, show me your hand. Yeah. Only Basit is on the call. If you understand it and you are following, just let me know. Our YouTube audience, if you are following too, just let me know that you are following so that we'll be sure that we are on the right track. So if writing is not clear on YouTube, just there's something on your screen that looks like a button, right? That looks like a button. Click on that button, then you will see video quality, right? On the video quality, click on higher quality. I believe if you do that, it will be very clear. So I repeat that again, that step. Check on your YouTube, you will see something that looks like a button, like a boat, right? Click on that boat, settings, click on it, you will see video quality. So type video quality. Once you get that video quality, just go to high quality. So that will help you increase. I believe that once you log in, you always have it as auto, and auto will always look at minimizing the data. So I think that works for people on YouTube. Please, if that works for you, please let me know. Just type yes, it does. So again, if it doesn't work, just let me know it doesn't work so that I can guide you further. Yeah, for somebody here, they are asking, and if you have question on YouTube, just type your question out. I'll be willing to attempt your questions too, right? The people, somebody said, can it be less than 12 months? Yes, your first year can be less than 12 months. It is possible, but that is only if you do it correctly, that will only be for your first year. That will only be for your first year, right? Now, if you have any question, just make sure you type them out. I unfortunately I don't follow chapter. I don't know what you mean by chapter. So what I'm treating is basis period. I don't follow chapter here. Yeah, it must be on PYB, correct. It must be on PYB. It must be on PYB. I was still going to say that, yeah. So now let's go. Let's quickly work on something. Illustration 1. Bemidebe Limited commenced business on 1st June 2020 and decided to make up its accounts to 30 May every year. You are required to determine the basis period for the first 3 years of commencement. JB Limited, right? The termination of basis period. If I were you, I would wait here, right, and just attempt the question and then say basis period. So let's go back to our rule. The rule is saying the first year must be from the date of commencement, right? This guy commenced business on 1st June. So I have 1/6/2020 to the first accounting year end. And the first accounting year end, by what I have here, is 30 May 2021. It's 30 May or 31st May, beg your pardon. May should be 31st. 31 May 2021, right? And the year of assessment must be on preceding year basis. By preceding year basis, we mean it is going to be a year after. So the year of assessment will be 2022 year of assessment, right? So I'll say for 2022, since I'm due for 3 years, to 2022 to 2024 years of assessment, right? The second year will be 2023. So I'm starting a day after, right? That's 1/6/2021 to 31/5/2022. Then you go again. You have 1/6/2022 to 31/5/2023. All right, that said now, do we have any question? So that's the basis period for the first 3 years of commencement. All right. Do you have any question? Is it clear, please? Is it clear? Just let me know if it is clear enough. I didn't get you, Ruth. I didn't get what you're saying. All right. So let's attempt. Let me give you, as I said, just 15 minutes. And so Theophilus and Chioma will be asking their questions. Right. Theophilus and Chioma. All right. All right. So let me run that again. I was saying that 2022, you have from the date of commencement. The date of commencement is 1st June 2020. And you run that to the first accounting year end. And if you count your first accounting year end is 31st May, so you have 31st May 2021, right? So a day after will be 1/6/2021 up to the next accounting year, which is 31st May 2022. And 2023 will be a day after, 2024, I beg your pardon, will be a day after. That's 1/6/2022, 31/5/2023. All right. So do you have any hand up? All hands are down. No question? Is that what it means? Please, if you don't raise your hand, don't unmute yourself so that we don't destabilize. So, Theophilus. Okay, Chioma.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay,
Hello,
so
sir.
you're pretty fast. I understand the basis period, but I would love to see the question. I understand you answering the question, how you stated it, but I wanted to see the write-up you did before this. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for that notice. I will be a bit slower now. All right. So okay, let me do it this way to make it simple. I think that works to an extent for now. All right, Coyote.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Chief.
Okay, my question is for the sake of exam purpose. Under this commencement, the way we would determine the solution, maybe we are to use the new Finance Act or the old rule, will be determined by the question that will be given to us. So, for exam purpose, are we still do we still need to know the old rule, should in case we are given such question, maybe from 2018 and below in exam scenario now? That's my question, sir.
Yes, of course. I'm still going to go to the old rule. I'm still going to go to the old rule, but the yes in the question determines the rule to apply. But again, I still have to do the new rule first before taking you to the old rule. At least that's why I've not gotten there. So I'll still explain that when I get there. Right. So can abnormal basis period be more than 12 months? No, it will not be more than 12 months. It will not be more than 12 months. Your basis period should not be more than 12 months. Yes, I can still test it. I can still test the old rule depending on the year. The year determines the rule to apply. Yeah. Okay, so the gap, what I was saying by gap is there must be no gap at all. You will realize that this guy is starting a day after, right? So we are saying there should be no gap or overlapping in the basis period. What we mean is that you start a day after, immediately, right? So that there will be there will be no mix up at all in between. There's no room at all in between. So you start a day after, you end today, you start tomorrow. And overlapping means you must not repeat the same period twice, right? Overlapping means you must not repeat the same period twice. I will do that, but at least I'm trying to manage my screen for the sake of some people. Yeah. All right. Then Oladele Agbola.
Sorry,
Yes.
can I
Um.
have a
uh,
question?
Did
who
you raise your
should
hand?
no? Okay. I'm Oladele Agbola.
Okay,
The
please go ahead.
I'm just trying to see if there is a difference with respect to this commencement of trade rule. Is there difference between the provision in the Company Income Tax Act and the new Finance Act of 2019?
Okay, so what I'm treating is Finance Act 2019. I
Okay.
guess what you're asking is there anything different between this one and the old rule, right? The one that
Yes.
was in
Yes.
CAP 2004, LFN 2004.
Yes.
Obviously, there's difference because this one is what amended that one because of the absurdity in the other one. So I will still go back to that one. I feel that's what people are familiar with to an extent. So this one looks like an alien. That's why I'm teaching this a little bit first. But first, understand this one because this
Okay.
has a high chance of being tested compared to the old one.
Thank you.
All right. So if I've answered you and you're satisfied, you can lower your hand so that I'll be able to know the number of people remaining. All right. Lillian.
Okay, I'm just making reference to what the other person said. He said, I can bring out the new rule. Which new rule are you talking about? Is it the one that is meant to commence from next year, January?
No,
Or
no, 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 no. What they typically refer to as new rule. I don't know what is new in Finance 2019, but people just like calling it new rule. So it has not changed from their mouth. So that's just it. But I don't know what's new in 2019 provision anyway. But again, it's just to differentiate between that there was something old and there's something new. So this is what they are still referring as to the
oh,
new rule.
he's talking about the one of 2019.
Yeah,
That's what he's calling the new rule.
yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So which one is not the old rule then?
Don't worry, I will teach you the old rule. Just stay in
Okay.
class. Just stay.
All right.
Let's take it a step at a time. All right. Chioma, your hand is still up. It seems as if you still have other things. Okay, Evans. And after Devina, that will be all for the first batch.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Mike. Thank you so much for the lectures. I would want to know, is this class for skills or professionals?
So the topic is for both skills and professional, but this
Okay.
class that you are in is only for professional.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. Idem, Devina.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening,
Okay, my
madam.
question is, you said that note there should be no lap or overlapping in the basic period. Does it mean in this new rule, the overlapping is tried out completely?
Correct.
I will not encounter it in the
Don't worry, I will teach you how it is being striked out. I understand. I will teach you how it's going to be striked out. Just stay with me. But again, that rule of thumb is also, when you know the rule guiding something here, you will be able to find a way around it. That's the idea behind giving you the rule, so that you see that it's not a big deal, really. Right. So now I want to believe that we all understand this illustration that we just did. So if you do understand, just give me a thumbs up so that I'll be encouraged to go ahead. If you do understand, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, makes sense. If you do not understand, you can give a thumbs down so that I can recap my thought. Okay, no thumbs down. Makes sense. So thank you. No thumbs down. Okay, so let me just recap. So the basis period is saying that from the date of commencement, right, to 31st December of that same year. No, sorry, what am I saying? From the date of commencement, sorry, to the first accounting year end, beg your pardon. From the date of commencement to the first accounting year end. So that means you have from the date of commencement 1/6/2020, right, to 31/5, because they said he makes up his accounts to 31st May every year, right? So you continue with that format, and note that it's going to be on preceding year basis. Preceding year basis simply means that when you have a year like this, right, you start a year after. When you have a year like this, you are going to start a year after. All right. That said, let's move on to second illustration. All right. So if you have your hand raised, yeah, your hand will. So I would advise you to keep your hand raised till the next batch, right? So that we don't use much of our time trying to attempt questions and then working in circle, right? So now illustration 2, but keep your hand raised. I promise to ensure that I answer. Illustration is same as above. Except that the business commenced, except that the business decided to select 30 June as the usual accounting year. Right, same thing. Right, you see that the approach here will be a little bit different. So I'm still doing Bemidebe. Please, if you have any question, I would advise you to keep your hand raised now so that you'll be one of the first set of people we are going to attend to. Right here, determination of basis period. For 20, I will keep the date for now deliberately. I know the date, but I'll just keep it for now, just to illustrate something. Right. So what is the year? I don't know. The rule says from the date of commencement. Please work with me very gently or carefully. The date of commencement is 1/6, right, 2020. But this time around, the guy has decided to select 30 June as the usual accounting year. If I say 30 June, then I will say 30 June 2020. Right? It's 30 June 2020. Because once I go to 2021, it is no longer 12 months, it's going to be 13 months. Stay with me. It will be June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. That's 13 months. And it must not be more than 12 months naturally. So that means that your basis period here, your year of assessment there will be 2021. All right. So you have 2021 to 2023 year of assessment. Then you have 2022. Then a day after, that's 1/7/2020 to 36/2021. And then the third year, you have 2023, right? And it's going to be a day after. Don't forget, a day after the previous, that's 1/7/2021 to 36/2022. Do we have any questions so far? All right. All right. Do you have any questions so far? Okay, let me repeat myself before I even attempt. Right. Don't forget the rule. It must not be more than 12 months period. It must not be more than 12 months period. That's the rule, right? And this guy has decided to end his account in 30 June of every year. Right? It should be 1st June. I mean, he has decided to make up his account to 30 June every year. What that means is that it's going to be that you start from the date of commencement, nothing changes. The date of commencement is 1st June. If I make it up to 2021, it will be June to June, right? And that's 13 months, not 12 months, right? Your year will start in January and end in December. Your year does not start in January and end in January. You start in January and end in December, right? So it means I'm doing from June to June. That's 1st June 2020 to 30 June 2020. If I extend this to 2021, it is 13 months and it has broken that law that says that it must not be more than 12 months period, right? Then, so the following month, I will do a day after. A day after 30 June is 1st of July, right? So a day after 1st June, 30 June is 1st of July. Then I will do it to the next one, which is 36/2021, because he has decided to now select 30 June as the usual accounting year end. And I'll do the same thing for the third year. All right. Exactly. Just a month profit that you will declare in the first year. Makes sense. Because if you extend it beyond that, you will be having 13 months and you have broken the rule. So that doesn't make sense now. So I will attend to questions here. Let me attend to questions. It's like we all understand. No hand raised. Do you all understand? Hello. Hello. Please confirm that you can still hear me. So do you have any question? Okay, we have two people. Good. I don't know if Unisa is doing it by mistake, but thumbs down should be done when I'm required. It's not something you be doing every time. Oh.
Yes. Can I go ahead and ask my question?
Yeah. Agbola, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, please go
My
ahead.
okay. Uh, uh, the I was though I get cleared when somebody raised the point that the first basis period will be just for 1 month, but I was wondering, except the guy decided that 30th June will be his year end. I don't know if that is what we have what we have said, but between first June
That's what we
2020.
said.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
I give in.
that's
Please. I don't have to waste our time.
that's what I said. That's highlighted here that he selects as the usual accounting year.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Ibrahim.
Well done, sir.
Yeah,
Can you
thank
hear
you.
me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So this can it be a change of accounting date?
No, we are only dealing with commencement at the moment. So when we
But
get
you
to changes in
said
accounting date, I
you
will
said
let
the
you know.
beginning. But sir, you
There's
said
a
the
different
beginning.
entirely. There's a different treatment entirely for changes in accounting date.
So this one, it was like he was making up his account before May 31st May or in the first
No,
month.
you are mixing it up. Oh, you are mixing it up. I only said this. He didn't change his accounting date, right?
Okay.
Or maybe what I only said is that maybe I should write the question in full. Then I'm only saying that this guy commenced business, right? 30 May, and decided to make account to 30 June. Not It's not an event of changes in accounting date at all.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I understand, sir. Can you please help me bring down the question so that I can jot it down? The first
Okay,
instance.
no problem. But besides the note, the note is for you. So immediately after the class, I'll share the note with you.
So you promised to drop the first lecture note for like what do you call it, the
Course
course hours
outline.
that you did not do, sir.
I did, didn't I?
It was in the group, dropped in the group.
Can somebody bear me witness of either doing or not doing? I thought I did.
Okay, I will check the group to get the course outline. Thank you, sir.
Somebody bail me out to just remind me if I have not done that. Just remind me that I've not, so that I can do it immediately.
Okay, please, one of us should please verify.
All right, no problem. There's no verification officer
For,
here.
for, for group two, I don't think you dropped it, sir.
So, okay, maybe for group 2. Okay, no problem. I will do that. I will circulate that immediately after the class. That must have been a mix up.
Because
All
so I
right.
don't know, I was in group 1. I don't know whether it was dropped or not. You understand, sir?
Okay, no problem. I will share with you. Not a problem.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Please share with
So,
the whole class, sir. We didn't get it.
yeah, no problem. I will share. I will share. No
Please,
problem.
sir,
I
we
will
didn't
share.
get on group 5. Oh.
I will share across all groups. Don't worry. Johnson.
Hi, good evening.
Oh, good evening. So, Great is your name, right?
Yes, my name is Grace.
Okay, great.
Hi, so I don't know, I think I might have been doing it wrong all along because I would have counted up to the 13th, like I would have used 20 um June 2020 to June 2021.
Yeah.
And
So
I would
that's
have rated it.
so
So I guess I've been doing it wrong all along.
yeah, that's the mistake there. So that's one of the reasons for this class is to correct the mistake. Your year starts in January and ends when?
Ends December.
So it doesn't end in January. Abi?
Okay, so on no account should we have a period that is over 12 months.
That's correct.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if there's, when we now, sorry, I don't know if I'm going too far, but to now get to a point where we'd have to now start prorating and say so over
Don't
two.
worry, don't worry, don't worry. The idea is the prorating does not affect you at all, or will not be much of a big deal, except you don't understand the basis period. That's why I'm marrying more on the basis period. Once you understand the period, prorating is so much of a less big deal, of a less deal for you.
Okay, so on no account, I just want to, should I have a period that is over 12 months?
Yeah, let's say that again.
Fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Abib, my very good friend.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
No, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Thank you very
If you
much.
are cool with my sorry, just a minute. If you are cool, my first attempt, just put down your hand so that I'll be able to know the number of persons remaining for me today to attend to. Yeah, Abib.
Okay, so sir, I feel
Wait.
like
Can
everybody
we agree
under.
to one thing? Can we agree to one thing in this class? The one thing is that let's just ask our questions straight up and let's just avoid use of Sama and all that. I'm calling you by your first name. Arguably, you may be older than me. I don't see you. So let's just stick to don't use sir and all that. I just do not. Thank you. Just a general observation.
All right, thank you very much. So I
Okay. Yeah.
noticed since everybody understood the basis period, probably I'm the only one left out. I don't know. So where the first question where it was mentioned that it started business on June 2020, and we have to determine the basis period for the first 3 years of commencement. This thing. So the first headline I was seeing was determination of base period for 2022 to 2024. So, but
Yeah.
if I should count from 2020 to 2020, 2021, 2022. So I don't know, probably I was counting something different. So because commencement day started from year 2020. So and they said we should
Mm,
determine the base period for the first 3 years of commencement. First 3 years of
yeah.
commencement. So 2020, 2021, 2022. So but why 2022 to 2024? So that is
Okay.
my first
That's
question.
where the issue
And
is. Okay.
second,
Okay. Do you want me to answer one after the other? You want to ask the two together and answer everything at once? Which one works for you?
okay, you can answer, you can answer.
Okay. So the reason is this. Don't forget that we said that it must be on preceding year basis, right? It must be on preceding year basis. So meaning that at any point in time, it is the basis period that informs the year of assessment. Does it make sense? And how do I determine that? Right? The way to determine that is that you would do first, or you determine first your basis period, right? And which is from the date of commencement to the first accounting year end. And don't forget, we said the year of assessment is going to be a year after. Well, that's what preceding year basis means. It means 2021 will be assessed to tax in 2022, right? So it means it's going to be a year after. So if it's going to be a year after, right? So it's going to be from 1/6/2020 to 31/5/2021, and a year after 2021 is what? 2022. So the question itself is not the major determinant of the year of assessment. It's the basis period that determines the year of assessment. Don't forget, we said it forms the basis for determining the tax liability. Does it clarify?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think so.
I don't understand though.
I don't understand. Though, it's not a question, it's a comment. Abby?
Please, sir, can some people that don't really understand it private chat you so that we can move far with the topic? Please, sir.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. So, yeah, but again, there are some things I just do not like. Like I don't understand, though, is not a question. I'm sure we should be able to ask questions, right? There's no big deal in asking questions. Do you understand? All right. Kendi, Kendi, okay. Agbola, your hand is still up. All right. So let's move on. So now let's treat this second illustration now. Then, but our adjustment to it will now be that you are provided with the following additional information. We are treating the same question now. Period 2, 30 June 2021. We have 7.4 million naira profit. And then we have here to 30 June 2022. You have 6.8 million naira profit. And then you are required again to determine the basis period. And accessible profits for the relevant years of assessment. Obviously, we've attempted the years of assessment. I will understand the years of assessment. Is that correct? Is that correct? Good. Now, what we want to do now is to allocate the profit. Don't forget that we said that it must not be more than 12 months. If you check this very clearly, you realize that there are 13 months profit here, right? So you take one of the 13 months and say 1 over 13, right, times 7.4 million. So what do you have? What do you have? Figure me, please. Press your calculator. 569230. That's not correct. Okay, that's correct. Sorry, but I don't know if it's correct or not correct. 5230. Is that correct? Okay, good. Then the second year, right? You then do 12 over 13 times 7.4 million. So what do you have? What do you have, please? Please help me with the figures so that we can move very fast. I need to find something to do with this cost issue. I need somebody to actually assist with all of these things. Please help me with the figure. So I have 6830 770. Right. And then the third year, you realize there is a year period, so I just put 6.8 million there. All right. Any question? Any question so far? You thought, no, your 2021, right, is supposed to be from June to June. That's 1 month. June to June is 1 month. So you're only going to take 1 month out of the 13 months. And for the second year, is a 12 months. So you're going to take 12 months out of the 13 months. So let me just accommodate questions. All right. Lillian, please go ahead.
Please, sir, can you take back to where the question is? I didn't get the question, so I can copy it.
Okay. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, you can hear
Yes,
me.
we can.
Okay, so no question, Abby. Okay, let's
Sir,
just go ahead.
No, sir,
I
there's
have
a
a question,
question.
please.
Lillian, Abby, you didn't ask. You didn't go ahead now.
I'm sorry, my network was bad, that's why. So um can you show me your screen again so I can ask my question? Please go down to where you wrote the question.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the 2022, it was
Yes.
1st of July 2020. Why?
It was 2020. Is that what you asked?
Like with this new information that you provided, like period to 30th 2021, in the solution, the 2022,
Yes.
you said it was from first of July 2020 to 30th of June 2021.
Yes.
Like I don't understand that part. That's what I mean.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
So now from 1st June, right? Mute your mic, you're echoing. So from 1st June, right, to 30th June is what this 7.4 million profit covered, sorry. So this 7.4 million is for 13 months. Right? Because it's for 13 months, so you would have 1 month here extracted from that figure and 12 months extracted from that figure. Don't forget our rule of thumb that it must not exceed 12 months period. Does it make sense?
You said sorry. The first day, that's 2021, is 13 months.
Yes, it's 13 months, right? And
Okay.
it must not exceed 12 months. And in fact, our first year was 1 month. Don't forget that. How many months do you have here? Lillian, hello.
Hello, we have 13 months there
How many
in
months do we have in the
2021.
first assessment?
13 months.
No. How many months do we have in this highlighted page, in this highlighted part of the note? The
Oh,
basis
12,
period. That's what I'm saying. How many months do you have in the basis period?
12 months.
No. We have
It's
I don't
31
one
months in the
month
understand.
basis
now.
period.
1 month.
Okay,
From 1
okay.
June to
Yes,
30
yes, yes.
June
1
is
month.
1 month. Meanwhile, the question gave us a profit for 13 months, right? So what we need
Yeah.
to do is to extract a 1 month profit from a 13 months period profit. That's what we did.
Okay.
Do you
I
understand?
understand.
Yeah, that's what I did. All right. So Imephone, read one.
Good evening. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
All right. Yeah, mine is just an observation. All right.
Yeah,
I'll be following the class from the beginning of the session. So what I just want to recommend is that those people asking for the screen repeatedly. I just believe that you have just said that this notes will be released
scared.
to us. So please,
Yeah,
let's just I think the best thing to even do is to listen while you are talking so that everybody will be able to learn. Like I believe that's how to learn. Then after the class, we can all go and write the notes. That will even aid us to revise what we are learning here. Not that we are people are writing and
you faster.
you are
Yeah,
lecturing.
yeah,
So that's all I have to say. Yes,
yes,
thank you.
that's correct. Yeah,
Also,
that's
sir,
fine.
to add
Thank
to
you.
what he said, sorry, we can also, as soon as it drops to show the screen, you can quickly take a screenshot. You can take
Yeah,
a
that works
screen
too.
grab. It's faster. See, we still have a
Yeah,
lot. This is 820. We've not really gone far on this, please.
yes, yes, that's true. So Ogbona, oh sorry, Ogbona, yeah. Thank you, read one. That's a very good one.
Hello, can I be heard?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Please can you go to your main screen where we are solving questions so that I can ask my question? Okay, I'm a little bit confused in the year of assessment. So we have they say the business commenced on 1st of June. So and the basis period runs from 1st of June 2020 to 30th of June 2020. I was thinking, I don't know if I'm to calculate a year, a business that starts June should run to the next year. So I'm a little bit confused how we are still having 2020 instead of 2021.
So again, don't forget the rule. The rule guides us, not our thought, really. And the rule is saying is to 30 June. Because the rule says that the guy ended or is suggesting that he's going to be preparing his account to 30 June every year. And the rule is
Okay.
saying from the date of commencement to the first accounting year end. So that's the
So
rule of thumb that we applied there.
so does that mean that it started in June and it still ended in June on that same day, on that same year?
Yes, that's the meaning.
Okay, I think it's better.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
So let's quickly go to the provisions of the whole rule. You're welcome. Of CI 2004. What we typically would refer to as the old rule. Abby? The rule here. So please, if you don't know it before, please pay attention. So the rule is saying that year one, it is on actual year basis. On actual year basis, from the date of commencement to 31st December of the same year, right? The second year, it is from the date of commencement to 12 months period. And year 3, A, it must be on preceding year basis. B, it must end in the accounting year. And so, where it does not meet year 2 rule, A and B above, repeat year 2 in year 3. All right. Make sense? All right. So, are we together? All right. So let's quickly work on one illustration. My friends on YouTube, can you still hear us? Please, if you're on YouTube and you can hear, I mean, just want to like or do just show something to show that you can hear. Yeah, if you are with us on YouTube, just tell us yes, you can. If you want to like the video or do anything you want, share the video, anything you want to do anything, yeah. All right, thank you. So let's work on an illustration here. Illustration 3. ABC Limited commenced business on 1st April 2015. You are provided with the following additional information. Period to 31 or 28th February 2016, 3.7 million. Year to 28th February 2017, we have 6.2 million. Then year to 28th February 2018, 7.4 million. Required. Determine the basis period accessible profit for the relevant years of assessment. Right? So I'll start with the name and say ABC Limited. For this one, is pretty more straightforward. Is determination of basis period and accessible profit for 2016, because I know it's actually a basis, and because the examiner gave me profit up to 2018 and I want to use all of them, so I will say to 2019 year of assessment. That by the way, our basis period, we have accessible profit. Right? So the date of commencement here, please follow me gently here, that we will get it once and for all. Follow me gently here, right? What's the date of commencement? The date of commencement is 1st April 2015. And the rule is saying to 31st December, or is it 31? Sorry, beg your pardon. This is supposed to be 2015, not 2016. 31 December, because it must be of that same year, 2015. And I'll put 2015 here. So how many months do we have? Between April to December. Let me even test here. How many months do we have between April to December? 9. 9. Okay, makes sense. 9. Good. So you have 9 months. And how many months do we have between April and February? Between April and February, how many months do we have? Your basis period should not be more than 12 months. Right? It must not be more than 12 months. That's to respond to Stella. Yeah. All right. So let's move on. 9 to 11. April to February. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. That's 11. Times how much do we have there? 3.7 million. So how much do you have that way? What do we have? Please tell me the figure. 3027 3027 723. So in 2016, the rule says from the date of commencement, that's 1/4/2015 to now you do 12 months period, and 12 months period is going to be 31/3/2016. Meaning that in this month you have the whole of 3.7 million, right? Plus 1/12 times 6.2. So what do we have? Please, 1/12 plus 6 times 6.2. What do we have? 4216,667. That does not appear correct. Five one six 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 seven. Okay. So you have 3.7 plus 516. So what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? 4216,667. Makes sense. 4216,667. Then 2017. Now the rule says that it must end in the accounting year end, and the accounting year end from what we have here is February. So we say 28 to 2016. We will count 12 months backward, right? And if you count 12 months backward, it means it's 1/3/2015. If you look at this, 1/3/2015, if you look at this date, you realize that the company has not started business as at this date, and you cannot assess a company that has not started business with tax. For that reason, you will repeat year 2 in year 3 and say 1/4/2015 to 31/3/2016. And you still have the same amount, 4,216,667. Then in 2018, right, you then say is an ongoing business now. Normal basis period will apply. So it's a day after. Don't forget, a day after. That's 1/4/2016, right, to 31/3/2017. And we have the whole profits there, 6.2 million. And 2019, which is the last year, the business continues. 1/4/2016 to 31/3/20. Sorry, beg your pardon. 2017, 2018. Then you have finally 7.4 million. All right. So do you have your questions here? So what's the correct amount for the first year? Nine divided by 11 times 3.7. Okay, it's 270. All right. Good. Any question? Like, I'll be surprised if there's no question actually. I'll be very, very surprised. Hold on a minute. My system is acting up. It is up. In the interim, you can type your question. Colleagues on YouTube. Okay. All right. So Rita. Rita,
Okay,
please
good
go ahead.
evening. Yes, I'm here. I don't know, based on what I've seen, we are more than 10 raising hands, but I think doing a recap would reduce the number of hands that are already raised up.
Okay.
I only think,
Okay.
and I'll prefer, and I will
Yes,
appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
no problem. What a political way of asking questions. But it's fine, no problem. I'm just playing. So 1-4. So let's start again. So the business started 1st April 2015, right? And the rule says from the date of commencement to 31st December of the same year, right? From the date of commencement 31st December of the same year. If you check that correctly, you will have this figure. Unlike the first one we did, that is first to the accounting year. No, you can't see my screen. Is that same for everybody?
I can see it now. Thank you.
Okay, so from the date of commencement to 31st December of the same year. All right, so you have 1/4/2015 to 31st December 2015. For 2016, right, is from the date of commencement to 12 months period. So if a year starts in April, it is expected to end in March, right? That is how we come about the second year, from the date of commencement to 12 months period. The third year, there are two rules it must meet. The first rule is that it must end the accounting year end. And by what I have here, accounting year is 31 March. No, was what? 28th February, Abby. This is the accounting year end here. 28th February. So you have 28 2. And you said it must be on preceding year basis, so it must be 2016. I'm doing a kind of recap for 2017. Let me put it here. I'll still have to delete it, but please follow me. So the accounting year end is 28 to 2016, right? So I will count 12 months backward because 12 months make a year. So it means if a year is going to end February, it must start in March. That's 1/3/2015, right? So if I'm going to do 1/3/2015, you will now say, since it is 1/3/2015, check carefully. As the business started as at 1/3/2015, look at this. March is before April. So the business has not commenced. If the business has not commenced, so you delete it, you wipe it out. And then repeat year 2. Whatever you have here, you repeat it in year 3. Right. Because it does not meet the two rules. Right. So once you repeat that, it means, hey, there's a mistake here. Once it does not do that, and always ensure that it ends in the accounting year. The accounting year is 28th February. So you have, sorry, I made a mistake here. Thank you. You have 28th February. Then that's 1 3. And that's 1 3 to 28 2. All right.
Sir, sorry to
So
interrupt
sorry, do
you.
you
Sorry,
have any
Please, can
questions?
you,
sorry. Please,
sir,
it's like that
sorry.
Yeah.
mistake is appearing all through this second year and the third year.
No.
Hey, sir,
The second and
please, can you
the second
correct
and
2016, 2017 year of assessment?
no, yes, correct. Nothing wrong with that.
It's supposed to be from April to, okay, it's correct. Okay.
It's
Okay.
correct. It's from April to
Sorry.
Sir,
March,
please, sorry.
right? Because I'm repeating year 2 in year 3. But the fourth and fifth year must end in the accounting year end.
Sir, please, I'm sorry for
Sorry.
interrupting. I'm sorry for
Okay.
interrupting. Please, can you come again for that third year?
For the
That third
third year,
year is
right?
kind of confusing. Yes.
So now I'm putting a pseudo here. I'm still going to delete it again. The rule is it must be on preceding year basis,
Yes.
right? That's
Yes.
28 to 2016.
Mm.
Count 12 months backward. What would that be? That's 1 3 2015.
Yes.
As the business commenced as at 1 3 2015.
No.
Eh?
No. Commence
And
12.
where it does not meet the rule, repeat year 2 in year 3. So you delete it and repeat 2016 in
Okay,
2017.
okay. That if it counts back 12 months, if it exceeds or is less than 12 months, you use the same ones that you have for your first year.
Yeah. You use the same that you have for your second year as the third year.
Okay, thank you. Okay, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So, YouTube friends, do you want to ask any question? For Esther, I've changed it. I hope that's fine, Esther. It was a mistake on my end. Yes, I have taken that. How did I get 1/12? So this 3.7 covers 11 months, right? And 12 months make a year.
Yes.
That's how I got 1 month to add to the 11 to make it 12. All right. Do we still have any question?
Yes, sir. Can I go ahead?
Sir, I
Yeah,
have
please go.
question.
Sir, the last 2 years,
Don't worry. I'll go. Hold on. I will go by the hands raised. So Rita should be the first. I think our concern is addressed. So Oluwatoyin should be the second, right? Oluwatoyin, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Well done, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So mine is, I just want to like clarify. I don't want to assume. I want to, I want to clarify that I got it right. So you said it's from the date of commencement to 12 months period, right? Or okay, the first rule is that it is on actual year basis, and it's from the
Okay.
date of commencement to the 31st of the same year. So
Okay.
that is why, and this business commenced on the 1st of April. So we are doing 1/4/2015 to 31, and you said it's to 31st December of the same year, 31/12/2015, right? And the number of
Yeah.
months between April to 31st December is 9. But
Yeah.
because the what's it called now? The year is ending at on the 28th of February, which is the next year. So
Yeah.
I'll be doing April to February, and that's 11 months, and that's why we did 9
Correct.
over 11
Correct.
times that amount. That's for that. Then
Correct.
for the next one, we said from the date of commencement to 12 months period, which is from 1/4/2015 to
Yeah.
12 months period will now be one, abi no, will now be 31 3, abi will now be
Yeah,
31
correct.
3 20, 31 3 2016.
Correct.
So my question now is, for that second year, we are going to use preceding year basis, right?
Actual year basis,
I mean
2016,
actual year
2016.
basis. So it's going to be
Correct.
2016. It's going to be
Yes.
2016. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Then for the third year, we will now use preceding Y basis. And for this case, because when we did our basis period, that 31, that one we did that it was in March, 1st of March, which the
Mm-hmm.
business has not commenced. That's why we
Yeah.
repeated that rule
Yeah.
of
True.
2016 again. So we just carried the basis period again for the next
Yeah.
year and the figure and
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's clear. Thank you.
You're welcome. So to Stella, I believe this person has answered your question, Stella, but just to reiterate that is because the company has not commented. So yes, you are correct with the money is going to repeat twice and you get access to tax twice. And that's the absurdity in the old rule. And that's what Finance Act intend to correct. Same tax base subjected to tax about 2 to 3 times, then giving you one right of election. Yeah. Okay. So I believe I've answered Stella. Your second question, Esther, always, and even in the exam, always make sure you consume or exhaust all the information provided by the examiner. So that's what I just did there. Just trying to exhaust all the information. So from the last 2 years, it's just a normal basis period, and it's just 12 months. No big deal. Just start and end as it should be. So that's what I just did. The rule covers for 3 years, and anything after the 3 years is a normal basis period.
After.
All right. I believe that great. Okay. Instinct up. Trauma. Justin.
Okay. I
Hello,
just
sir.
want to.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Justin.
Okay, so I just want to ask, so from your explanation, the new rule came into being with the Finance Act of 2019, and the old rule
Yes.
is 2004. And I
Yes.
think the nature of the question will determine which of the rules to apply. So I just want to know the
Correct.
cutover period to know when to apply the new rule and when to apply the old rule. So that's just what I want to know.
So you
Like,
begin to apply
yeah.
the new rule from 2020 year of assessment.
Okay. What if there's a question that overlaps both 2020 and
I
let's say
know. I will
2018?
still treat the question. I will still treat a question that do something like that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Yeah, you're
Okay.
me.
So you're skipping.
Right of election is not something you should know. Actually, it's irrelevant. Just saying you should do actual year basis and preceding year basis and select the eye of the two, but it's not something you should know. It's very much irrelevant. You me? Go ahead.
Okay, so sorry, can you please go back to the question? Sorry, the solution rather. So where my confusion is on the 2018. So we said,
Okay.
so where we are going for the third year, we are saying 20 on the 1st of March 2015 to 31st of March 2016. Then for 2018, we are saying 1st of March 2016. And we are saying there shouldn't be gap. It should be a 12-month period.
We didn't say there shouldn't be gap here now. We didn't say that. It was the new rule that was insisting on no gap overlapping. The old rule allowed it. That's what the new rule is trying to correct.
Okay, so this one you are going back again to go and pick from 1st of March again
Exactly,
to
because this new rule agreed with it, so there can be gap, there can be overlapping. But in this case, it's even an overlap, not a gap.
yeah, there's an overlap. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Yeah, Oluwatoyin. Okay, Chioma.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm with
Okay.
you. I'm with you, sir. So I just want to make a clarification. So you said this rule applies for the first 3 years, and after that, we are going to use a normal basis period. By normal basis
Yes.
period, you mean like starting from the first of the month to the end of, like 1/1.
No,
Sir,
no,
is
no,
that
no.
it?
That's not what I mean. What I mean is just going to be on preceding year basis. I will explain that fully in the next class anyway. But it's just going to be a full period. What I mean by full period, don't forget our definition. A normal basis period is a 12 months period. Abnormal is less than or more than, but it will always be less than 12 months period. Don't forget.
People should
So
start
by normal
practicing
basis
this
period, I
thing.
just
We
mean that
need
it's
to
going to
learn.
follow the PYB rule and it's going to be 12
Very
months and it must end in the accounting year. Normal
We
basis
are
period
repeating the
means.
same question. Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah.
Somebody
All
else
right.
speak, I
That's
see
fine.
the child that
Sure,
I
ma.
missed it.
Okay, sir. So I just want to confirm the first year in the old rule and the second year in the old rule, they are all calculated based on actual year.
Correct.
So from the third year is preceding year.
Correct.
And in the third year, if it's being calculated in the preceding year and the first month is above the commencement date, is before the commencement date, then you recalculate it with the second
Correct.
year. Thank you
Correct.
so much, sir.
Yeah, Hilary.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Good
My
evening to
mine
you.
is an appeal. Is an appeal. I wish you do that in your subsequent lectures. I'll appeal that your presentation while presenting you use the split screen method, because referring to the link you sent to us, I admired how you demonstrate or how you present the screen, like the question one side and the answer one side, so that it will be easier for people. Because I see you struggling to, stroll
Yeah.
to the question to explain and
Yes,
so.
it's because I didn't have a structured note for this class. Everything I taught in this class is off and everything.
All right,
So
sir.
for
That's
my
my
next
appeal.
class, when I'm going to be doing changes in accounting and things like that, I would have sent the question before the class. So obviously, I'll be using split screen. That's kind of
And let
order.
me put Omo that was
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
let me put
So with
Omo that.
this, we have Delakpo. You have a question?
Yes, please. Good evening. Um,
Yeah. Good evening.
is sort of a clarification. The question Shoma just asked now, talking about the year two of old rule and the new rule, that is he going to be actual based or what? But I thought you said in the new rule, everything is preceding year basis.
She's asking about the old rule. She was asking about the old rule.
Okay, only the old rule. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Thank you.
Please, you're yet to call me. Oh.
Instinct of. I think I called you second time, but you didn't answer. That's why I
Oh,
moved on.
I'm so sorry. I didn't hear. Apologies, sir.
No
Yeah,
problem.
so mine is not
So
actually a
we
question.
should disturb the class. So we have SFM by 9, please.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm
Yes,
not
you are free
actually
to go to your
asking a
class.
question. It's just a suggestion because of the questions people
Okay.
are asking. Yes, so sir, I don't know. I'm suggesting that for the old rule part that people are asking, why is it this year? Why is it? I'm thinking maybe you can just like put that date that the 1st of March, then you can just put a caveat, just like type that, oh, we are not actually using this date because the business has actually not commenced. That's why we have to repeat step. That's why we have to repeat
Yeah.
the year exactly. So in case
Okay.
people that didn't attend the class before want to like go back to it, they'll now be like, how did they get? Why are they using this particular
Okay.
year? Why not this? Yeah, so that's just my suggestion. Thank you, sir.
No problem. I will take note of that against next lectures. No problem. All right. Thank you very much for coming to tonight's class. I appreciate your presence. Do enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Sakule, thank you.
Thank
Hi,
you. Good night.
JCL.
Please help me just display that your screen again. Good morning.
Yeah,
Kamsamida.
thank you.
Please, sir, don't
Good
forget to
morning. Good
the
morning,
notes
Mr.
on the group. The
Olakunle.
first note.
Òṣètìṣà
Thank
ló
you,
máa ń
sir.
gbé mi
Please
débẹ̀.
don't forget to send the note. Oh.
Yeah, no problem.
Sakule, are you going to help us send the notes?
Yes, I'll send it. I'll send it.
Hi, JCL.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm going
God
to
bless
send
you.
it.
Thank you.
I know this guy. Who is this?
Okay.
Adebayo.
Bye. I'm not a senior.
So Sakule, is it going to be 2 hours going forward, or it's just today that is 2 hours?
Yes, it's 2 hours going forward.
Sake, eh? 2 hours, Abi.
Yes, 2 hours. The class is 2 hours, ideally. Yeah.